Hi, Amy. I just want to say thank you so much for meeting with me today. Can you tell me a little bit more about yourself, about your previous job experience?
Absolutely, and thank you for having me, Paula. I really do appreciate that. So I can just start off by saying that I have more than 10 years of just customer service experience, not only from work experience, but also from schooling. Starting from when I started in school, I was always in clubs. I ended up being working as a coordinator for the Society of Women Engineers, and then being the club president for that in from 2015 to 2018. And then just starting with that afterwards, I started working with the school, and then I started working from school. So I worked as a personal shopper for Shipped for a couple of years. And basically, I just learned how to navigate working with people and just learning the differences and how to problem solve with other people. I also worked as a customer service agent manager for Garda World, in which I consolidated reports. I made sure that my people were in the correct places. They were following strict compliance, following state regulations, and making sure that all of our reports were correct. I also worked as a field investigator for the U.S. Department of Commerce, which was at the time just making sure that we were going to people, to their houses, making sure that we were getting the correct information for the government. I also worked through the cell phone, in which I would talk to people and make sure that the information that they gave us was correct, making sure that all the data that we had was up to date, and seeing that if there was any abnormalities in anything and correcting that. And that was a great time as well. I also worked as a data analyst for TD Bank, not really a customer service job, but I did learn more computer work and learning how to read data. More of, I would say, the other side of just working, making sure that all the reports are correct. And from there, I ended up working as a customer experience and service consultant for Lorica, in which we would, make sure that we were meeting everything that the customer was asking for us, making sure that we were trying to resolve everything as we could. Sometimes we couldn't, and that happens. And so, I would try to make sure, hey, I reached out to the person that's working on your project. I'm going to see if I can write a note. Just, depending on what problem we had at that moment, just making sure that the customer felt that they were heard and that we were attempting to resolve their problems the best that we could. And so that was just a great way to just also learn how to navigate just customer experiences in real time. And my last working was right now working as a translator or an interpreter for courts, as well as the United States Immigration Services, in which I would offer my services. And just I learned how to talk to people, and using the skills of being bilingual. So I would speak in English and Spanish, and just getting to know people and getting to know their stories and seeing how we could move forward and helping them adjust to certain things, and helping them, the courts, make sure that the people were being heard as well. So that was a great experience for me.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing that. And let me ask you, so what are you looking for in your next position?
Absolutely. Thank you for asking. So, what I'm looking for in this next position is just the ability to be able to just grow and challenge myself. That's something that I've always really appreciated about myself. I don't like being complacent. I don't like stagnation. I really like the ability to just see myself push forward, and being able to find a company that aligns with these goals, in which we both are, have this great synergistic relationship where we can both work alongside each other and both grow and both be able to succeed, is something that I'm looking forward to, just not only personal, but in a professional sense.
Okay, thank you. And let me ask you, so what do you love most about your job?
What do I love most? And that's a great question, by the way. Thank you. Um, what do I love most? I can personally say that something that I've really enjoyed has been just the ability to get to know other people and get to know other people's experiences. When we come here, we can only be ourselves. We can only live our own lives, but being able to see how rich other people's lives are and how I personally can be able to see how I can solve any problems for them and help them succeed, and also just learn things for myself. We can learn just being ourselves and learning from our own experiences, but that doesn't mean that we can never stop learning from other people, and that's something that I think is so valuable, because we can always learn something from someone else and learn something new, and just being able to put a smile on someone's face or hear that smile when you're able to just help them with whatever that they're looking forward to is something it's invaluable. I love it. It's priceless.
Okay. And if the company decides that they would like to move forward with you, how soon would you be available to start?
Okay, so I'd be available as soon as possible. I do have to say that I do have something to attend to the next week on Tuesday, but after that, I should be free and I'm available to start again as soon as possible.
Okay, so you said the next Tuesday, so that will be March 24th.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. Well, Amy, I just want to say thank you so much for meeting with me today. It was a pleasure.
Yes, absolutely. Likewise. Thank you so much for giving me the time, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you.